All right. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Damn, we got people in here spamming Sunfire already? Hell yeah. We should be allowed to place bets on whether or not someone will build Sunfire Cape in the game. I don't know how to do that. So let me see. Is there a way to do it on the Beer League website, maybe? Or not on the website, but the Twitch channel? Is Beer League eligible for sports betting? Can you imagine? Can you imagine? All right. Yeah, I don't know how to I don't know how to start a bet. I would ask Steven Musk, but he's currently playing. Fake caster can't set up Gamba. I have no idea how to do it. I literally, I'm looking at the overlay for like the stream. I have no idea how to do it. Not overlay. It's in Twitch. That's what I'm looking at. I'm looking at Twitch right now. Is there somewhere in here I need to click on? Do you know? Or can you tell me? Because I'm just kind of waiting for the teams right now. It's a channel points thing? Do I have to do it from like the Beer League? Okay, hold on. I have an idea. Let's try this. Click the Gamba button. Yes, thank you guys. That was very helpful. Oh, here we go. Let's try this. Maybe from here I can do it? Predictions. Here we go. I found one. All right, there. I found it. Prediction is will somebody build a Sunfire in game 1? Since inspired by all the Sunfire emotes. You got 2 minutes to vote. I'm not allowed to vote because then I won't be able to choose the outcome. We don't know champs yet. Exactly. If you knew the champs, it would be way too easy to guess. You got to guess now before we even see champ select. Are we going to see a Sunfire cape this game? Hey, no one building Sunfire if they know you're casting? Are you kidding me? They build it just to troll me. I think they're more likely to build it. Oh, I guess they already did the draft. They didn't give me the link. Don't get mad at me. Okay, we'll go ahead and open it up here. Let's see, and they... I guess it is FF15 on blue. Hold on. They did a very poor job of making things make sense. I gotta fix it. There we go. Okay, now we can see what they did for the draft for game 1. It's going to be FF15 on blue, JAT on red. Whatever you're paying this guy is too much. Misdraft right, Jack. It's a good name. As far as the Sunfire bet goes, there is a Scion against a set, so there's a decent chance you'll see it. And Shabana game 1 for JAT. That's interesting. You don't really see her in Beer League. Brand first pick is going to be a Brand Jungle. Oh, looks of it. Set Sever Rakan and then Aurelion Soul rounded out in the mid lane. Okay. Where is Vayne? Indeed, where is Vayne? And the other side, yeah, Scion. The Scion's going to probably have a hard time against this team if these two AP carries get fed. That's a lot of percentage HP damage. Sever not so much, but Set, Brand, and Aurelion Soul will kind of shred him. in a Vel'Koz mid lane. You don't see that very often either. It says record high temperature and it's blue. Yeah, I don't know why it says that. This guy uses Mountain Time Zone. Yeah, correct. You guys know, it's already well known that I live in Arizona, so Mountain Time Zone. Kinda. They use Drafter, so the regular draft overlay for OBS won't work, so we just go without it. Thank you, Eric. Your boos give me joy. So, noticing no second round bans for JAT. I assume because they have a sub. I didn't actually catch who all was playing for them tonight, so we can see once we get into the game. I believe they have shaken up their roster a little bit, so yeah. I feel like they should only probably lose one man, but they lost both of them, so I don't know. But yeah, as far as the Sunfire bet goes, anybody in this game builds Sunfire, it's going to be Scion, so gotta place your bets. 2 players? Oh, okay. Gotcha. So 1 man per player. Got it. Makes sense. Right, let me look at this here real quick. How do I found the bits thing, or the betting thing before, and I could not find it again. How did I do it the first time? Was it here? How did I do it before? I genuinely have no idea how I did it before. But if I can't figure it out, I probably won't be able to figure it out before the game starts, but that's okay. Is it here? Wow, 5 gifted subs? Wow. Damn. All right then. You're supposed to sub with Twitch Prime, Eric. Where's my sub? Oh, I'm already a sub. You guys are fun. we start, please? Yeah, the game starts in about 5 seconds. We'll go ahead and get into it. All right, here we go. Good man at me, good man at Bryant for making there be a spectator delay. Ooh, ooh. Ugh. Is that a really loud crick in my neck? I don't know if you guys might be able to hear that. It's wild. Okay. Lodal sometime tonight? Yeah, we'll try to figure out. Probably after game 1, we'll see if I can figure out I can figure out the prediction thing. I gotta put the right answer.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
And yeah, the new players for JAT are Scion in the mid lane, different Scion, and King Beard in the ADC, or in the ADC, in the support. And you could tell that he was formerly of Dot because he has Dot in his name. So there you go. When did you get a sub? I would assume just now. Yeah, you did. Zoar gifted you a sub. You're welcome. All right. Tiers start from Vel'Koz mid. That is very strange. And then exhaust for Shyvana in the jungle. Wow, that is a retro style setup. I remember back like 10 years ago running exhaust on Shyvana in the jungle. And to all of you people who just got a sub, you can now use the Beer League channel emotes, including our lovely Sunfire Cape. So have fun with that. Although I think you can unlock them even without being a sub. I think with just channel points, they're really cheap, but you get them guaranteed without the channel points. So it doesn't really. I think you get no ads. Eric, do you get ads when you watch? Since you don't have since you weren't subbed to the channel. No? Okay, I didn't think so. And we're not big enough to have forced run ads, and we never do any manually, so. Got one at the very start. Yeah, that I believe. I did too as well when I opened it up. So, both junglers are going to be starting top side. As far as runes go, nothing too unusual. Fleet Footwork Shyvana's a little bit interesting. I think usually they go press the attack for AD Shyvana or Dark Harvest for AP, but it will be Fleet. I actually don't know the rating of these new players. I think King Beard's like 3.5, 4. I remember seeing him on the list. I have no idea what Scion is rated. So we shall see how he does. Scion is like 5.5. Okay. Different Scion, though. Subtrain, wow. It's often we get a subtrain around here. Yes, thank you, Eric. Pretty uneventful game so far, which is not surprising. Shyvana just wants to pull clear and get first back, and Brand's early game is okay, but he's friends with 6MG. Oh, okay. Ooh, that's going to be first blood for Mr. Cookie in the top lane. Scion got a little too close and got bursted. Shyvana actually going to manage to get both Scuttle Crabs here because Brand cleared bot. So Nice double scuttle clear for Shyvana. That's ideal. Directed Cam really wants to follow King Beard, I guess. It really wants to follow King Beard. I'm not doing this. It's on directed camera, I promise. Just really wants to watch him specifically. Interesting. Scion in the top lane already trying to get a proxy up, but has to ulti to get back. Alright, I moved that one. I was tired of looking at the bot lane. Scamurai Jack. Yep. Shyvana's down here. Nothing to farm at the moment, so she's just kind of chilling, but she's also just kind of sitting on this ward. So... Ooh, nice lane gank here by Bran. Both junglers still level 5, so they're probably both just going to not actually do this gank. Early 4v4 in the bot lane. Ooh, we're going to get another all-in the top lane. Is Sion going to go down again? No, apparently not. And there, JAT's going to go ahead and start Dragon. Ooh, big Vel'Koz ulti. Lots of damage coming out, but the JAT is split up here. Now they kind of have to kite for a little bit and then converge. Lots of damage coming in on the members of FF15, and they need to be careful. Vel'Koz trying his best to help over the wall. Ooh, nice knockup by Rakan, but it isn't going to go down. And then they're going to go down as well. Aurelion Sol's going to go ahead and get his reset, but he doesn't get it off. And then Shyvana goes in and gets a couple of kills, and now can Sion finish off the Sivir. Sivir flashes on the Vel'Koz. Vel'Koz, can you land the Q? No, it's going to be a 3 for 3. What do you think Shyvana's building first? Well, I'm going to assume Nashor's Tooth based on those items. But if you look in the top lane, Sion's building it. He's building the Sunfire Cape. Very interesting. Nashor's Tooth first item on Shyvana jungle. That is an interesting choice. I think usually you go like Spear of Shojin, or you go like an 80 item like Kraken or something, or Bork, but Nashor's Tooth, very different setup. Think it could work? Oh, and breakout here in the bot lane, and no sums for Sivir. She should go down here. Yeah, she just can't get away from this perma-slow. I didn't even catch who got Feet of Warfare. FF15 did. I guess they got the 3 kills first. Some chaos. We're gonna go ahead and solo these Void Grubs. That's gotta be one of the faster Void Grub clears in the game. Sion's gonna go ahead and die again. It's okay to die on Sion when you're top lane, but you have to actually get the minions still. Otherwise, you're just feeding. He does end up catching most of the waves, though, so it's not the worst death. Ooh. I'd like to see Vel'Koz just all in this. Aurelion Sol here, he just blew his debut. I'm very interested in what on earth Vel'Koz is building here. Malignance with Tyr, maybe. That's the only thing I can think of, but neither of those really make sense. Yeah, Set just kind of giving Sion the business up at top lane so far. So this is a tough matchup for Sion. Sion's just really, or Set's really strong against tanks. So, oh no! And Vel'Koz is gonna face check right into the Brand. Is able to go ahead and take the branch lane to escape. Will survive for now, but Thresh will not because he had to use the lantern to save Vel'Koz. Actually, they're kind of managing to kite it out. And now Shyvana is here, but so is the Aurelion Sol. And Shyvana's going to go in. Aurelion Sol, or Vel'Koz ended up going down to the Aurelion Sol ulti, and now Shyvana trying to stall a little bit, kind of use her Dragon Form E here. The Ludens thing. Ludens does a build out of Ludens builds out of Hextech Revolver. So yeah, it is indeed Malignance. Or Vel'Koz. And yeah, the Thresh hooks just didn't quite land, unfortunately. Game's still pretty close, about 700 gold lead here for JAT. Just calibrating, yep. Very interesting TP here into the bot lane by the Set, and he's going to use Vel'Koz as a springboard to get through the Ashe. Very unfortunate positioning there for JAT, but then the Vel'Koz says, okay, I'll show you bad positioning, and then turns it around and kills Rakan, and then forces the other two to flee. Well, Vel'Koz is roam bot. Rensol's going to roam top, but Sion is fine. But about 1k goal lead here for JAT, thanks to the big CS leads in top jungle at top and jungle. A little bit in bot lane too, but takes me a couple games to calibrate sometimes. Yeah, I feel you. Sometimes league brain isn't quite on yet. That too, if I haven't played in a few days, my first game back is so bad. Game 2, his Thresh popping off. I've got bad news for him on that one, I'm afraid. Only has to hit one hook, that's true. And Sion's already kind of starting to outscale Set, even though he's died twice in lane. That shield is massive. Who won game 1? I don't know. We're going to find out. Ooh, Lil Ducky going for a nice lane gank, but lost vision of Thresh. Couldn't quite put more come on him right away, but in the end he does go down. Whoa! Sion charging the Q, and Set tried ultis him to cancel it, but that might have been a mistake because he ulted himself into the tower. And I don't know what. I guess he doesn't have mana to keep fighting, so yeah, he's got to back off even though he has a huge health lead. You know, fight breaking here in the bottom river. Numbers advantage for FF15, but they are kind of getting chunked down here. Vel'Koz ult down, however. So Shyvana can jump in there and cause some chaos. She does have her Nashor's Tooth. Oh, and they're going to try to turn and go on this Vel'Koz, and they should get him here, and they will. But now Vel'Koz is going to, or Shyvana's going to go ahead and go around the back end of yoinking the dragon. And now FF15, they don't even get the Vel'Koz, so they lose the dragon and they don't get the kill. Well played by JAT there to come away with the objective and no deaths despite being outnumbered. Sion is TP come back to top lane. He actually opts to go for the the MR Sunfire rather than the Armor Sunfire. And I'm sorry, my friends, this is not Sunfire. This is Hollow Radiance. It is a different item. It's not still Sunfire. Nope. Look at your emote. Is it this item? No, it is not. I don't care what you say. Well, I get to choose what the outcome was, so, you know, sorry. A 2k gold lead here for JAT. Set getting real angry, going for the Scion, but he just simply does not have the damage to actually make this kill happen. And now the rest of JAT's going to come in, and he's going to go down. Is it even named Sunfire anymore? Yeah, it's called Sunfire Aegis. And people still call it Sunfire Cape because that's what it was before, but it's technically called Sunfire Aegis. Does that do anything? No. Okay. I'll have to figure out how to do the prediction thing later. This slash prediction does not work. Finally not going to get held back by Zoar. True. Fusion Strength have been secured by JAT. I believe they got it when they got the Rift Herald here. Oh, here we go. I found the outcome. Well, I found the prediction thing. I can do it on my phone. We'll go ahead and leave it for now in the off chance somebody else builds something gate, but it's not looking good. Set gonna go ahead and go down again, and he is not enjoying the fact that he has been outscaled, even though he got multiple kills early in lane. But that is the versus Scion experience. Ooh, they're gonna go for a dive here on Vel'Koz. Should be able to get it here. They got the whole squad here. Ooh, that last spell able to do it, but now the rest of JAT is here, and they do not appreciate what they just did to their squid. I'm gonna go ahead and run him down, and Window Lifter has to book it. Oh, he gets stunned, but he still has W, so he should be able to escape. No, he gets hit by the Thresh Hook. And he's gonna go down. It's gonna be a double kill for King Beard, and then turning on the sticks. Can he manage to win the fight? 1v2? Yes, he can. So he gets a double kill of his own. A lot of fighting here early in this game, and Funky's gonna go ahead and grab a free kill against this. Just walks up and gives her a nice tap. Very, very interesting build with the Shyvana here. Looks like she's going for Storms for a second. I mean, I don't know about the build, but the actual like macro gameplay for the Shyvana is impeccable. He's got phenomenal farm. He's gotten 3 objectives so far. He's got feats of strength. So I don't know about the build. Although he did get Dark Seal. Big credit to him, he got the Dark Seal. There should be 4 Dark Seals in this game. Both mids and both... Ugh! Ow, I bit my tongue. Oh my goodness. Both mids and both junglers should have Dark Seal, but alas, Funky is the only one to do it so far. Ugh. Can I bite your tongue? God, I hope not. And FF15 going to try to contest, but I don't think they really truly realize just how far behind they are here. I mean, it's a nice... Oh, nice 4-man point-blank ulti by the Scion, and that's... Ooh, nice follow-up ulti by the Set, though. That's going to be 2 kills. And hold on, maybe FF15 can win this fight after all. They're trying to kite out the Set, and they cannot. And now Scion and Thresh are the only ones left. Do they have the damage to finish off this fight? They certainly have the tankiness. Oh, and they do. And they're going to go ahead and take on another double kill for King Beard. Now, I feel like we just did this, but now Styx is going to try to fight the Scion. That is a mistake. Wow, I'm shocked I didn't knock her up, but it didn't matter. That's going to be a kill for the Scion. That will be a 4 for 5 in favor of JAT, and that was a wild team fight. I thought that would be a clean ace with his ulti in the middle of their entire team, but no. And FF15 did manage to yoink the dragon as well during that. So I think you'll take that. You close the gold gap. And you close the gold gap thanks to the shutdowns you got, and you stole the dragon. So, well done. Sunfire keep going crazy. Hell yeah. 1,076 damage to champions on that Scion. Woo! Atakasi. All right. They're gonna go ahead. Sion's gonna go ahead and TP down here too. This Otacon help make sure his team gets it, and he's doing a great job just tanking the front line. But Ashe is not here. They don't really have the DPS actually force down this Otacon. They're forced to back off. Aurelion Sol does have the big ulti here, so if there's a time to fight for FF15, it's right now. And they got some big item spikes too. Double Leandres coming in for the mages. And Sion ults away. I guess he just wants to pressure the mid lane tower. I guess that's fine. He does have Demolish. Okay. JAT needs to be careful though. Now they know he's not here anymore, so they just got a poke. Luckily they have pretty good poke with the Shyvana and the Aurelions, or with the Vel'Koz. Ooh, nice ulti on the Vel'Koz, and then Rakan manages to get onto 2-3 different people. Now the rest of the fight's going on, and JAT is gonna get wiped here, I think. Sion's coming back, but it's too little too late. His team is all dead. Can he manage to clean anything up here? If he had ulti, maybe, but without ult... Yeah, using your ulti to leave your team at Otacon 4v5 was probably not the play. Now we'll close the gold gap even more, and now only about a 2k gold deficit for FF15. Great team fight by them, realizing that the enemy tank was away.
Red team's turret has been destroyed. Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
Yeah, Otacon is still there. What are we doing on stacks check here? We got 915 for Sion and 253 for Aurelion Sol. Sion just, yep, he's gonna gather, no problem. When in doubt, ult away. Is this the legendary triple mana item Vel'Koz? This is a new one for me. He's already got 2 lost chapter items, and now he's about to get the 3rd one. This is wild. I don't know why he's going this build, but fuck it. That's what he's doing. The triple mana item Vel'Koz build. Okay. I mean, it's a solid amount of AP for that amount of for 3 items. Given that one of them isn't a death cap, get an extra 44 power from all the mana from Seraphs, but actually not as much as you would think, considering he built 3 mana items. Oh my goodness, that is wild. Okay, and he has Axiom Arcanist as well. Interesting. And Ultimate Hunter. This is a bizarro Vel'Koz build, but alright. Team's going to move in on Dragon here. Sion currently in the top lane, does not have TP. It won't for a little while, so JAT is on their own here, and honestly, they should probably just give this instead of risking getting caught again. They have a lot of engage potential here on FF15. Rakav's going to go in, not quite able to land a charm on anybody. Thresh kind of throws his body in the line of fire to make sure his team doesn't get engaged on. And it's going to work for now. Sion's going to go ahead and get the tower and break into the base. Now the fight is breaking out, but they just don't have the damage to actually win the fight without the Sion here. And that's going to be a 2 for 4 in favor of FF15. And yeah, they got to stop fighting 4v5. They need to stop it off. Stop it. If you're not going to have Sion there, you need to back off. You don't just play footsie with them anyway. Amazingly, even after losing 2 team wins in a row, JAT still has the gold lead. Probably mostly in the jungle, if I had to guess. And about only about 2.5K of it in the jungle. Interesting. Okay. Otacon and Baron now both up. I believe I've heard that Otacon actually has a higher win rate than Baron, which is kind of wild. I don't know if that's 100%. I don't know if that's true. It's not confirmed as far as I'm aware, but I have heard people say that. So, who knows? Yeah, Mr. Cookie does get the inhib, so that will buy them some pressure on the map. That kind of has a 100% win rate in Beer League. I know that's definitely not true. There's been way too many late game throws in Beer League. That is definitely not true. Direct the camera really wants to watch Setback for some reason. Direct the camera, you're drunk. Shut up. Go home. Oh! We got to pause! Sounds like the support for FF15 is having some problems. Roll Estok. They won the pedal war. That part is true. That's true. Oh, okay, that was a short pause. Alright, both teams moving down here again. Ooh. Whoa. Nice attempt to engage by the Rakan, but I'm pretty sure that knockoff's not going to hit once the game decides to unfreeze. Oh, now, ooh, the big Alright Soul coming in is going to land a 2-man knockup. And Shyvana has to flash out. I guess that's kind of what you want to do on Shyvana anyway. And the huge Vel'Koz damage over the wall blasts the Rakan, but now the rest of the fight is breaking out. Sion is here, and Ashe is really low, has to back off. Vel'Koz still has full health though, so he can kind of get in there. He's careful. Got to have Sion taking the front on this one. Can't have either your carry, and they're trying to just de-aggro Otacon here, and it does not want to be de-aggroed. That's interesting. It didn't. I guess it blocked if it was a visual bug. Okay, and now they're kind of getting the flank here, but Set taking too much damage. Can't be. Ooh, nice attempt to get on the backline, but dies mid-flight. Can't get the play off, and then Brandon and Sivir try to turn it, but they're not able to, and they're going to go down. Nice reaction by Sion, getting the kill there. Okay, this is going to get real confusing when there's 2 Sions. I guess I should say Vel'Koz, but yeah, Mr. Cook goes down in midair. It's tough. His Hysterics must have just not been up either because it's currently available. That will be the Otacon over to JAT. It's about 3.5k gold lead for them. Death Cap in for the Shyvana. She is a big dragon. Going for the full magic pen build by the looks of it. So her poke's going to hurt a lot. That Dragon Form E, 730 damage. Or no, it's 569 plus 218 plus 730 burn damage if they stay. Okay, it's a lot. So all you need to know is that it's a lot. Need Shadow Flame. I assume that's what he's going to go for next. That or Void Staff, one or the other. I'm going to look for a pick here on the Sivir, but Sivir always a tough one to pick off for obvious reasons. Ooh, they're going to go ahead and engage here on the Ashe. Nice charm by Rakan, but it really was just a bait. Shyvana comes in and absolutely blasts the Sivir, and now Shyvana is in here doing the damage. Brand comes in and tries to get his combo off, but not able to really get it to bounce the way he wants. Brand's going to go down, and this should be a Baron here for JAT. Vel'Koz just kind of happily pushing in the bot lane by himself. He does have TP if he needs it, but he's about to be unhappy when this Aurelion Soul finds him. He gets stuck in the tractor beam, and that is a dead Vel'Koz. Yep, you can't be hanging around that long against Aurelion Soul that's missing. They do, however, go ahead and get the Baron, and they're going to rotate right over to Dragon, I assume. Shyvana, unfortunately, needs to kind of get her form back. Needs to find some stuff to smack.
Blue team's inhibitor has respawned.
Does it work on towers? Yeah, it looks like it does. You can hit towers to get rage back. I didn't know that. I should know that because I've played plenty of Shyvana, but Codexes? Codexes is the plural, yes. It's not Kodai. Ooh, Shyvana ends up getting caught out here by Set in one shot. Remember, this Shyvana may be strong, but she is not particularly tanky. And wow, despite having the Baron, it's JAT or it's FF15 who's the one who ends up making the plays, and they should get all of them here. Now, Sion will probably live, but, well, yeah, he has to ulti, but this will end up being Dragon for FF15. They weren't afraid of the Baron, they just went in and made some big plays, and very nice catch by Mr. Cookie to take out the enemy jungler. And that makes me feel like if you're Shyvana, you might want Zhonya's as your next item, just so you can kind of avoid burst in those situations. Because I think that fight goes completely differently if she doesn't just die to Set there. Sion, meanwhile, doing Sion things. Doing his best to try to survive, but he will not. That will be a shutdown. It's Codices. Actually, I think it is. You know why? I think it is Codices. I think you're right. I have heard that word before. Who is winning? What is happening? Good question. It's a very close game. Soul point for FF15, but gold lead still for JAT. Quan Inferno Brand and ASOL will go nuts. It sure would. Sure would indeed. No armor pen yet for the Ashe. I feel like that's a bit of a mistake. I guess they're not really building armor, so maybe she can get away with it. But even at this point, champs have a lot of armor just in their base armor. They probably have an average of, what, like 110 armor per a person? Definitely want that armor pen sooner rather than later. Trying to go ahead and get her Void Staff. Okay, so there's just going for more damage. Fair enough, I respect confidence. Oh, I password just... Oh. Just a little bit. Oh no, I can't. We're live. Well, spectator delay, but you know what I mean. Yep, we're live. All right. I haven't been rewinding as much this game, so sorry, my bad. I'll make sure to start doing it again. Don't you worry. I wish it was full AD Scion. Yeah, every time I see full AD Scion, other than Baus, I get sad because that shit is not good. Just go tank Scion like a normal person and be unkillable. No real objectives up for a couple minutes, so teams on both in a holding pattern, although they're looking for a bit of an ambush here, and they're going to go ahead and catch out the bot lane for JAT. They actually end up putting up a fight. Brother's ult coming out, but not before taking a bunch of damage, and now Shyvana's here, but she's going to go ahead and get punched by the set, and this set does a lot of damage at this point. You can't tank him, really, if you're anybody on JAT. Now they just have to try to run back. They're a little lucky they got caught now because there's no objectives up. So, yeah, you'll take the kills, but you're not going to really get anything meaningful out of it. Full build for the Aurelion Soul already. Plus 456 stacks, but no big ult for a while because he just used it. Caster, tell Haji I'm not here. You haven't seen me all day. That's true. I haven't seen Eric once today. I don't know where he is. You can't be Eric because you're talking in lower cases. That's not you. You must be an imposter. Now you gotta be careful about getting caught. Potential Dragon Soul and Baron up here. And look for poke here with the Vel'Koz. Ooh, lots of damage coming out. But definitely better positioning so far here for FF15. Scion is off in the mid lane. I really hate that he's here right now. Your team needs you to help contest this Dragon Soul, my friend. You should not be mid. And now FF15 just has to try to kind of stall out here. To be fair, they've successfully done it so far, but this is so risky to play like this. Now Set is going to back, and now maybe you could rotate as the Scion. Now you should look for a play. Ooh, Set. Oh. And now Set is here to fight the Scion, so it is a 4v4. Aurelion Soul around the back is going to take down Vel'Koz before he can really use anything, and now the rest of the fight's going to break out. And this is going to be should be another one fight here for FF15, I would imagine. And indeed it will be. Well, and then Set and Scion brailing around the road. They need their big tanky Scion to help their team and go in and engage and make plays. I don't know why he's split pushing right now. When I shake him, man, like, what are you doing? Your team needs you. That's Dragon Soul. Getting mid hit isn't worth giving up Infernal Soul, my friend. You're about to see why he took mid him instead? I mean, maybe. It's not quite as good. Tank Scion, not quite as good as split pushing as the full AD Scion, obviously. You just don't see the vision? I definitely don't. Yeah, that Infernal Soul, 139 damage. Well, actually, it depends on per person, right? So for Brand, it's 186. Yeah, no, that's what you would think. I guess Brand doesn't have the most AP. 100. Hold on. Fucking hell. There we go. 237 for Reliant Soul. That should be the highest, I would imagine. Yeah. Actually, no. Sat might have more because he has so much AD. 223. Okay, no, it's a Reliant Soul. Got it. He's about to sell his items for AD and end it down mid. I mean, that would certainly be a play. I will say that. He is full build now, so it's a lot less reason to side lane. You can't get any bigger. Ooh. Set gets a little bit caught out here, but Ash gets caught out in response. Ooh, so nice jump by the Shyvana to pull the Brand ulti away from his AD carry. So that she doesn't keep getting it bounced on, but they're both pretty chunked now. Shyvana's going to have to back and not have ulti now. So they're in a rough spot to contest this Baron. Shyvana coming back, needs to find something to hit to get this ult back a little bit faster. Well, I guess at this late in the game, it comes back at a pretty decent speed. Aurelian's still going to go for an engage on Ashe. She's going to get caught out. She will die, and now the rest of the team is going in. Nice set ulti on the Shyvana onto the back line. And that should be game here in favor of FF15. Just like that. Throw complete here for JAT. Game one. I mean, I guess they can grab Baron, but they probably could just end. I mean, you probably have one person go to catch the wave and then get the Baron, but yeah, I guess not. I guess it's not over yet. So, okay. I guess that is one advantage of having the enemy mid inhib is that they can't just go mid and end the game. So, fair enough. It's not over yet, but it's not looking good. There was a top lane. Yeah, they probably could have. They maybe could have ended through top lane, but I don't know. Teams don't really think about that. Yeah. They probably could have ended through top, to be honest. It would have been close, but I think they could have done it. But the game goes on. Kingbeard gonna go ahead and get caught out here. Here comes the bigger Aurelian Soul ulti. And Thresh will go down, and now Shyvana has to jump out. And I'll be honest, I think this Glass Cannon Shyvana build is hurting more than it's helping. Yeah, it has a lot of potential upside, but she's kind of just had to run a lot while her team gets engaged on. And Sion again, just pushing the sideline. Like, bro, come on. You gotta help your team. I don't know what he's doing. You can't not be here for this. Ooh, that was interesting interaction, but it ends up one-shotting the Ashe, so rip Ashe. And yeah, okay, now it will be game in favor of FF15. Right? That's tough. I think JAT was very much in position to win this game, but they honestly just trolled their macro down the stretch. And it will be game one over in favor of FF15. So good job for them hanging in there and punishing the mistakes. And yeah. If you go on a full split push line, you just gotta go full AD. Yeah, I don't know. The whole reason you get that tanky is so you can dominate team fights. You know, you don't do it just to hang out or hang out in side lane the whole time. But all right. I'll go ahead and wait for a game 2 draft here. All right. Now I can do the prediction here. Where is open mod view? Here we go. All right. And sadly, there was no Sunfire Cape this game, so no. Rest in peace to those channel points you lost. You believed in the Sunfire Cape. But tough. Tough. Should have. All right, what's a good prediction here for game 2? I think predicting the winner is boring. All right, I got one. Where are my points? It said you should have gotten them. It just popped up saying you got awarded them. All right. Let's go for another prediction here. And picking who will win the game is boring, so we'll try a different one. With I'll give you guys 5 minutes this time, so we got a little bit. This one's a little bit different. All right. The prediction here for game 2: will there be an Elder Dragon this game? All right, and they're keeping their sides, so I'll go ahead and do this drafter lull thing makes it more complicated, but it's fine. And you guys got 5 minutes for the prediction here, so well, whenever I started it, so a few minutes now. I probably should wait to do it during the what the fuck do you call it? The spectator delay, but oops. Alright, and they're just kind of waiting to get started here, so I'm going to get a drink of water real quick, or refill my water, and then I'll be right back. All right. They have indeed begun. I'll say it is nice that this particular drafter lull has a none option for bans, so you don't have to just wait out the ban. That's kind of nice. We're gonna see the Samira pick for JAT, and that's already a spooky pick against Tom Kench and Garen, so we will see how that goes. This website does seem to be more reliable than Draftful, that is for sure. Although, they forgot to set the draft for Fearless, so hopefully they just remember what was from last game. Is that an Akshan top lane for JAT? That's kind of spooky. Does that mean it's a Garen mid for FF15? Interesting. $10 gems way easier to remember than 20. Yeah, agreed. Garen jungle? It has to be, right? Who else on FF15 can even jungle? Okay, very strange. That's gonna be the Rise last pick for JAT. I like that pick a lot. Although, I guess that means Lissandra's the support for Samira? I guess that kind of makes sense. These are some strange comps for both teams. Strange comps indeed. Check chat. Did they frick up? Doesn't seem like it. They're not saying nothing. Those are the real champs they intend to play. Okay. Everyone has said R, but they're not starting the lobby, so I'm confused. All right. And while we're waiting for them to get into game, we'll go ahead and do our Lodal, right? Here we go. Let's go ahead and guess. Okay. It's a female mana range champ that can play mid. They don't have Lysandra as and mid top interesting. Aurora maybe? They don't have Aurora as mid top either? Okay. It's a Bastian champion. That can be played mid. Ari? Does Ari play other roles? Yes, it's just mid. What other Bastian mid laners are there? The Bastians are like the animalistic champs, like Zaya and Rakan and Ari and Nidalee. Nico? Ooh, it probably is Nico. That's a good guess. There you go, Nectarish. Good guess. Well done. Got that one fast this time. It's like there's only so many Vastaya champs in the game. It's gotta be figured out eventually. What website is that? The one we just did? It is. It's lodal.net. There's other ones past the Guess the Champion, but they're all pretty easy, so I usually just don't bother with them. What did we do for predictions, by the way? Did we get them in? I think I have to go to mod view to check. Wow. 3 people voted no for Elder Dragon. All right. You guys better hope there's no Elder Dragon then, because otherwise you lose a lot of points for nothing. Open another type and type Poe. Ask you for a friend. No, I'm good. I don't know what that will bring in my browsing history, and I don't intend to find out on stream. Pokemon? I don't think I've looked up Pokemon recently. I don't know. Yeah, I enjoyed the Pokemon games for the first, 4 or 5 generations, but it's clear that I'm not the target demographic anymore, right? Because the games are all just baby easy still. is mine pokey? Oh. Alright, here we go. Let's get into it. Looks like there's going to be some interesting moving around here for FF15. Window Elector's going to move from mid to top. Styx is going to move from ADC to mid. Asaka's going to move from support to AD carry, and Lil Ducky's going to move from mid to support. Oh no, wait. And Mr. Cookie's going to move from top to jungle. Yeah, so they all swap roles. Very interesting.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
Very interesting to see another Volibear jungle in Beer League that is not Fusro, although he does have a similar name.
Minions have spawned.
Summoner check here, or Summoner and Rune check. Everything looks. Phase Rush Garen in the jungle is a little bit interesting. It's probably fine though. Grasp Tom Kench in the bot lane. That's a little interesting as well, but I guess you can probably. It probably works. Lethal Tempo, Volibear jungle. That is very much a feast or famine rune for him. That will either work incredibly well or not at all. So we shall see. Both junglers going to start topside. I actually wonder how Garen's jungle clear is now, because I know they buffed his early damage a lot on his E. Maybe his jungle clear is actually decent. I suspect it's probably still not, but yeah, it's an interesting idea. Nope, it is definitely still bad. It is definitely still bad. Tom Kench, pretty good pick against what their bot is trying to do here. You're obviously going to want to go in and CC chain with Lissandra. Let Samira get the kill, but Tom Kench just ults Caitlyn. She should be A-okay. I also find Tom Kench hilarious in that his Devour was so OP that they had to change it to be his ultimate ability. That's the only time they've ever done that I'm aware of since I've started playing League.
You're mine now.
Early flash coming out for Akshan. Pressuring him a lot, but does have to blow his sum there. Here comes the gank set up. Flash W onto the Caitlyn. She cleanses it, but it doesn't matter because Volleyball's right there to follow up with more CC. How are they doing? Getting a kill return, so it ends up being a 1-for-1. I think you'll take that if you're the FF15 bot lane. Interesting, we might have an AD Volibear build here. He's got Phage first item. Needs to be tankier. I agree with that. He definitely doesn't need to be tankier, but I don't know. I mean, to be fair, Volibear can kind of build basically anything. That champion has scalings all over the place. You can just build whatever. I know the Navori build is very popular, but that is very much a Feast or Famine build. Interesting. Going for an ult gank here with the Rise. CC Train's going to come out on the Caitlyn. Can they get her? Yes, they can, but Garen is also here. Ooh, but Lissandra able to escape. Now the gank will continue, and that will be feet a warrior over for JAT. Another strong early game for them. Very nice play by the Rise to kind of sneak him and the support right onto the enemy to carry. You know, Akshan kind of getting the business up here. He got his E interrupted. He should go down here. Indeed he will. Window Licker, a very good player. You got to be careful around him. Even if you're in a favored matchup, he can turn it on you. However, JAT will go ahead and grab first dragon here. They're going to go for a gank on the Tom Kench, but the rest of FF15 is on the way, and Twitter goes in, but does not have the damage to make that happen. And all three members of JAT will go down.
As expected.
here on Rise, but he'll proc phase rush and be A-okay. All in by Window Lifter. Akshan able to get out of the W at least, so he won't die. But he's having a rough time in these actual fights. FF15 does go ahead and move on, call 3 people up to grub, so that means they will get it no problemo. Well, actually, they're kind of taking their sweet time doing it. Caitlyn doing a good job playing nice and safe while her supporters away. Very good. Oh, Jungler's going to go ahead and meet in the bush behind the tower. Mr. Cookie's got a bail. And ladies and gentlemen, we have a serrated Dirk on the Garen jungle. This has to be a Ghostblade rush, right? I don't know what else it could be. Ooh, nice engage by Little Ducky, but getting behind the Samira actually just lets her dash right through you, so they will be final. They will take a lot of damage. Whoa! I don't know if you wanted to take that Ela, Sandra, and you definitely didn't. She's ooh, that's a pop ultra to survive, but does get the Caitlyn flash out of it. That's probably worth it. Rise and Volibear are going to do another ult gank into the bot lane. I don't know why can't want to watch top lane, but there's currently stuff happening. Oh, not able to land the stun on Tom Kench. Will he end up going down here? No, he will not! He's too tanky. Samira too far in front. He's going down to the tower. Well, not only does the now Ahri is here to seek some vengeance here in the bot lane. We'll go ahead and look top here in a second. Not quite able to finish off anybody though. Mr. Cookie is here. Oh. Just press R, buddy. Okay, they only end up losing Samira, but you'll be very happy with that if you're the FF15 bot lane. You've got 2v4 gank. You managed to not only survive, but get a kill in return. And then let's see what happens in the top lane. Nice all in here by Akshan. Ooh, and catches Aatrox away from a wave, so he can't block the Akshan ulti, so he ends up going down. Nice solo kill by 6 milligrams up top lane. I assume that's what his name means. Now about a 2k gold lead here for FF15. The bot lane started well for JAT, but it is not. It has been all downhill since then. Meanwhile, again, what is with this directed camera? Okay, we just had a solo kill in the mid lane. Look at this. Ooh, nice flash root by Rise. And no flash or ult on the Ahri here, so she will go down. Nice play by Sion. Realizing there was an opportunity. teams congregating in the bot lane. Both junglers around, but they are both seen by wards. I wouldn't have done that. Don't do that, Volibear. Don't give away that you know he's there. That's free information you don't need to give. I'm going to go ahead and go for the engage on Lysandra, but the Lysandra ult doesn't go right away. And that engage is a disaster, and now Ahri is here, and now Aatrox is here as well, and they gotta just try to bail and get the hell out of here. The Mirror ulti does go off, but no one's low enough to actually die to it. And that will be a 3-for-0 in favor of FF15. It's a very strange engage by King Beard. I think he might have misclicked or something, because usually you just W ulti right away, but that did not happen. I'm gonna go ahead and grab the tower here. That'll be first tower.
Red team's
Will
turret
it?
has been destroyed.
Guess it will be first tower.
Turret plating will soon fall.
About 2.5k gold in here for FF15. Their name's too hard to say. 6 2 syllables. FF15, 4 syllables. Quit being so selfish. Ooh, no, Akshan actually able to get out of the W, so he should be okay here. Whoa, that was a wild flash by Akshan. I could only assume that was a misclick. But he ended up going down. Oh, and he says it as well, lol, misclick flash in chat, so there you go. It was indeed a misclick. And yeah, not really what you're hoping for when you pick Akshan top with Ignite. You kind of have to win your lane. You're going to pick that, and so far it has not happened. Volibear are going to get caught out here. Ooh, not quite able to spin him onto the trap, though, so synergy not quite there, and Volibear will survive because of that. FF15 moving here on the Rift Herald, and that will be secure Monster Slayer and piece of strength for them. So well done. Heartsteel Rush on this Tom Kent support, by the way, which is kind of wild. And Hungry Hobbit, ooh, if he got Charm there, I think he could have won that, but alas, he ran out of health. And yeah, this is the problem with this is the problem with playing Samira, is that if the game goes like this, you get camped or you go for engages that don't work, your champion doesn't really have a backup plan. You got what, 550 range? No, only 500 range, yeah. So you're a short range ADC with not really a lot of DPS, and your mobility isn't the kind of mobility that's super useful for kiting, so yeah, you have to go in. I remember how crazy Samira was when she first came out, though. People were just getting pentakills left and right that first few days before they nerfed her. Black Cleaver rush on volley, yeah, that is interesting. I will say. I'm not sure why exactly he's done that. They're going to go for the Tom Kench here, but, I mean, Tom Kench will happily let you engage on him. He's fine with that. Oh, he actually gets his jump stopped by Lissandra ulti. Lissandra ends up going down. Tom Kench still being a tanky boy. He finally goes down, but now Garen is here. Ooh, ends up going down without using... Oh, he didn't have ultimate. And then Volibear goes down as well, and now Ryze is here, but doesn't really have anything to do. And yeah, Block Cleaver Rush on Volibear, that is a strange one for sure. I guess maybe the logic is you have 280 carries, so you credit their armor, but I don't know. I think if you're gonna go, I assumed he was building a Triforce when I saw the Phage, but that, or like a Stridebreaker, but neither of those things happened. So I don't know. If I was playing Volibear, that's probably what I'd probably build Stridebreaker. You tend to have a hard time getting in that initial part with Volibear, so I think Stridebreaker would be good. Plus, it helps you clear the jungle faster too, because it has Tiamat in it. I don't know. I don't play Volibear, so I could just be talking nonsense, but that's just my mental theory crafting based on what I know about Volibear as a champion. And yeah, JAT in a tough spot here. Their team comp really only has one strategy right now, and they're too weak to do it. So we kind of just need to hold out and try to see if the game will equalize a bit. You have the Ryze though. The Ryze is doing really well. Ryze can carry some games pretty hard. So maybe that can be a backup plan for them. Ooh, gonna go ahead and grab the Ariel through there. Nice stealth engage there by the Akshan. FF15's gonna grab the dragon here. Ooh. Tom Kench. Go in. Ooh. Samira not here, so you need... Whoa! Whoa! You're going way too far forward there. JAT, and now Volibear's going in. He's basically just a sacrificial lamb here. And, ooh, nice, very nice job with the Rift Herald and let the knock up and hit the tower. And ooh, gets pulled back by the W. He should be able to... Yeah, he does grapple hook to safety. Is that what it's called, a grapple hook? A heroic swing. Okay, it's not called the thing. You got it. But yeah, it made inhibitor tower already, and yeah, JAT just fully on the run here, down 6k gold. I have a feeling this game might not last much longer, so any of you guys who picked no Elder, you're looking pretty smart right about now. I'm trying to get in range here, but he just does not have the damage to actually do this. Lane phase didn't go too great for him, and yeah, he doesn't have the burst to kind of get these resets. And now he's gonna get bursted in return by this Ari. So, okay, but how did Mad lose a T1 in 1632? Beats me. I mean, T1 is pretty good. Less than 20 minute inhib. Yeah, it is an early inhib. But yeah, I don't think it's as big of a deal as a lot of people make it out to be. I mean, there's Otacon. Let's go grab the Otacon. Steal all their jungle camps, you know. I know what people think, like, oh, we can't end the game. There's no point in getting inhibitor, but... Or get Baron or whatever, but, you know. I don't think it's that big a deal. And Ryze, unfortunately, going to get caught out here. Going to get sucked into the tractor beam of the Ryze, and he is going to go down. Ooh. Waller is going to go ahead and get run down and executed by Mr. Cookie. He's a very fast Garen with that Ghost Blade. Looks like they're going to end up losing another inhib here as well.
team's inhibitor has been destroyed.
I do enjoy this Akshan. Akshan clears the waves by spinning around the tower base. It's kind of funny. Yeah. They're all chilling there, and they know they're chilling there. Ooh, Tom Kench flying the W's into that bush, but they knew they were there, so it works out. Now Samira tries to get behind one of them to use E to get away, but not able to in time.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
Sometimes I even sneak up on myself.
Red team's inhibitor has respawned.
Oh, I realized I put the notice for the stream in the wrong chat. Whoops. Yeah, sorry. I have kind of been I haven't had the haven't me to really write out these great intros for the stream notifications like Simon Amos does. So I've kind of just been putting them out there. I'll have some stuff for better ones when playoff comes around, but I've been casting so many games. Recently, I haven't had the mental energy to try to be really creative, so. Baron over 4, FF15, about a 12k gold lead for them now. Ooh, nice flash by a little ducky, able to escape. Ends up getting kind of comboed, but Tompkins able to save him. Whoa! Huge flash trip for Q by Aatrox there, but then kind of gets stun locked, but he is A-okay. There's that far ahead they can afford to do this. And that will be game 2 and the series in favor of the FF15. So, well played to them. Both early games kind of started out rough, but they held on. And yeah, another tough series for JAT.
Has respawned.
First game looked very, very winnable, but just some poor macro kind of undid them as the late game came around. And here in the second game, it was kind of a disaster after the first 5 minutes. So tough for them. Let's go ahead and what we have in terms of scheduling. We have another game tomorrow, FF15 versus DOT. It's a very short turnaround for FF15. They're playing red again less than 24 hours from now. So, okay. Fair enough. All right. Well, thank you for watching, everybody. And hopefully we'll see you guys sometime tomorrow. Bye-bye.